Hello, you bit of people. Welcome back to the Like Plays video. Today, we're going to be talking about the duo of Sakusa and Komori. But before we do that, I'm going to let you guys know that we are not streaming in the next 3 hours. So Friday's stream is cancelled. It is because it's my girlfriend's birthday this weekend, so we've decided to have dinner tonight. Well, not really my choice. They've decided to have dinner tonight, effectively. So I need to attend that, and for my own safety, if I don't attend that, I will be in trouble. So, unfortunately, there will be no stream tonight. I apologise. I will miss you guys in advance. But we are going to be reviewing Komori and Sakusa because it's actually one of the most requested things on the channel. Under most of my comments, can you like review those two? And it's like, all right, well, they're not coming out for a while. I think it's important to note that these guys aren't coming out until after SP Kenma drops, SP Hinata drops, SP Bokuto drops, and SP Akashi drops. These guys are quite far away, but I'm not going to break your hearts. I'm going to review them. So let's bring up the screen of power. So firstly, Sakusa. We might go through this a little quick. You know, it is what it is. So he is a wing spiker, and if we come down, he's bang and receive, pretty standard. So his first ability, I think it's a passive. So Sakusa's power attack is increased by 10%, receive is increased by 20%, making him really good both front and back. When Sakusa receives when Sakusa receives powerful hit is increased by 6% and stacks up to 3 times. This effect lasts till his next power hit, so he'll be storing those when he's on the back line. And then when he does, when Sakusa hits a powerful hit, receive is increased by 15%, so it's literally the reverse effect, just with higher numbers. Really, really solid ability there. Now, Sakusa Masamui receives to the power of his 150% of his receive. This is really cool because you're actually able to utilize most of his potentials. In the potentials tab, there's so many times you get receive that it feels useless on characters like Tanaka, but on him it's just going to feel great because you're buffing his receive stat and buffing his power attack where you need it. So it's just a win-win. When Sakusa, I'm just not going to say the last bit. When Sakusa receives, if the receive power exceeds the receive times 170%, reaction is increased by 10%, so that's a crit buff. And the cooldown of prepare all possibilities is reduced by 2. Okay. Is there a where is prepare all? What is that? Okay, we'll figure that out. This effect lasts at the end of the match. When Sakusa receives, the receive power exceeds receive times 200%, defense power is then increased to the end of the match. I love that it's all to the end of the match. This is really, really powerful stuff. I mean, he does have the stats of SP unit, so it kind of makes sense. When Sakusa is on the court, make an ally with a nice play while receive. Covering or blocking, Sakusa gains 1 stack of perfectionism. For each stack perfectionism, the effect of receive power is increased by 6%, and power of powerful hits increased by 6%, up to 20 stacks. When Sakusa makes a powerful hit, his awareness increased by 10%. For each stack perfectionism, and that goes up to 20 stacks. That's ridiculous. And then when Sakusa makes a powerful hit, his reaction goes up by 2%, again stacking up to 20%. At the end of a rally in which Sakusa makes powerful hits, Sakusa gains 5 stacks of perfectionism. So as the game goes on, he is going to get even better and better and better. And then spiking the trajectory, this is just going to be a power hit. If Sakusa is in the back row, the power hit will increase by 40%. And on a nice play, the first opponent's receives will be reduced. Okay, fair. Pretty standard stuff. Right. Standard 13%, and then at the start of a match, Sakusa gains 5 stacks of perfectionism. So straight in with the perfectionism buff. Each stack of perfectionism will increase his power and receive. Oh no, it's just his receive power. And his power. Yeah, it's power and receive. 20%. Solid. And then when Sakusa is on the court, teammates receives, covers, blocks. A nice play. Oh, wow. Okay, Sakusa will gain 1 stack of breakthrough for every 10% of his reaction. So, and then for each stack of breakthrough, the power will be increased by that. Sakusa's a machine. This guy is like nothing we've had before. He is absolutely a machine. I'm kind of curious to see what his main stats gonna look like, his main thing's gonna look like. So, power hit and Komori's receive is increased when you own them. It is a bonding skill, and all allies will have a receive buff as well. That is really powerful if you ask me. I feel like that's really powerful. And then, of course, you got the training camp buff, which is just a power buff. Sakusa looks insane, guys. And then Komori, guys, this is the best libero in the game, outside of maybe Nishinoya. Um, let's have a look. He prioritizes toss. That's very interesting. So, key player of the team. When Komori's on the court, defense technique of all backline allies increased by 10%. That's insane. Like, if that came out right now, he would just immediately be the best defender in the game. I assume there's going to be things that come out alongside him that's going to make this less ridiculous, but that is pretty strong already. When Komori is on the court and the rally starts, Komori will gain 6 stacks of connect to next. For each stack connect to next, his toss is increased by 3%, his reaction is increased by 5%, up to 10 times. That feels very, very strong again. Honest to God, that just feels really, really strong. We're already on the first skill, and I already think this guy's really strong. Skill toss, so he is going to have a toss ability. Komori will toss and increase the team's morale by 10, which isn't a lot. In the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot, but it is something. And then the first team member to spike the hit will also have an attention. Increase the attention by 50%. I'm not sure what the attention is. I wonder what stat that is. But yeah. Okay, so another passive, create the flow of the game. When Komori receives... So Komori's receives are increased by 12%. That's really strong in itself. And then, when Komori's on the court, and an ally activates a non-special receive move. So pretty much any wing spiker right now, Ohira, etc., they're all going to have these non-special receive moves. Or when Komori activates a special receive move, gain 2 stacks of connect to next. Did we cover that? Yeah, we did. It's the toss and thing increase. 2 stacks connect effects are consumed. Oh, sorry, it's consumed. I thought you were gaining that. But increasing the power of the receive by 30% times the receive of the number of... Okay, so so it doesn't matter who gets this. It buffs his teammates as well, but their receive is going to be increased by 30%. And when the first ally spikes, powerful hit, it's also increased by 20%. So yeah, you're going to get a 20% to powerful hit or quick attack. It doesn't really matter which one, but that's... You know what? It makes him really good universally. Both characters are actually really solid universally. You don't have to play power or quick. You could just slot them into any team and they just seem to work. And if connect is consumed, and allies receives a nice play, Komori will also gain 2 more stacks of it. So as long as you can use it and you get a nice play, you get more. And then, of course, his ultimate is his crazy receive skill. But let's see what more there is. So after this play occurs, the first teammate to spike it will get a 20% buff. Fair. When Komori's on the court, the stack of connect is automatically at 5 or more. Wait, sorry. Is it? On the court and the number of... Okay, no. It's not going to set it to 5 or more. It is when it hits 5 or more. For each stack, you'll get non-special receives increased by 4%. And Komori's tosses by 5%. And the continue effect has 5 or more stacks. The allies cooldown for skillful toss up. Okay. So you get a 6 turn cooldown on skillful toss, which had a 6 skill cooldown. So pretty nuts. And then when Komori's on the court, reaction of all... Oh, I love it. And when Komori's on the court, receiving other powers... team power is increased by reaction times 50%. This effect can be increased by 60%. The effect will last till the end, or till the end 2 nets crossings. I butchered the last bit there, sorry. I was reading a bit too fast and I feel like I butchered saying it. But guys, both of these feel like really, really, really strong units. They feel UR. They feel SP, sorry. I know they're UR units. They feel SP. I don't know what more to really say about them. They're both really, really strong. I think Sakusa, for me, feels a little bit stronger and is like just a must grab. But you'd be crazy not to pick them both up. So when the time comes, you're gonna want both. As a libero, he really stands out. But I love Sakusa's kit, so I'm looking forward to getting it when it does eventually come. Yeah, there's nothing really more to say. It just looks great. But yeah, boys, if you do get them, you're probably going to want to max them. That's how good they are. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.